Good morning. It is Friday. I would tell you the date, but I have no idea what it is. I do not know my ass from my elbow. Week 35 is really like taking it out on me a lot. Like I'm actually surprised I'm forming words right now. Let's just say I was up at 2 in the morning, going through my archive of clothes, picking up things for my friend because she needs breastfeeding friendly clothes. I have not. Today, unfortunately, is one of those days where I actually have something booked in and I have to leave the house. I've actually asked Ryan to go with me because, one, I don't think I should be driving. I actually don't feel like it is safe for me to get behind the wheel today, mentally. And whilst I could get the train, I actually was like, I'm actually not going if someone doesn't go with me. And I know I'm about to become someone's mum and I need to like actually be able to do things on my own. But mentally today I am not here and I need backup. So I've never pulled in a favour like this. I am Miss Independent, hates asking for help. Pregnancy has actually been a really good learning in asking for help from your village and just taking it. But also reminder in that to be a better villager because what goes around comes around, you know? But yeah, I've pulled in a favour because I was like, I actually can't do this today. And he said yes, and then miraculously I actually managed to dress myself. Found a pair of trousers that literally just about fit. I feel like that was what I needed. I needed the I'm not going alone, and then mentally I was able to pull it together. So yeah, we are ready for the day. We are on baby shower prep duty today, which, you know me, I love to throw an event. Any brands out there want to throw an event with me, I will do it. I just love it. One of my favorite things to do is scent a venue, so that is what we are doing today. I also need to work on the food today. This is really fun. I'm actually like, it's a slightly bougie baby shower, but I will not be doing something like this again for a really long time. Like, I've done my weddings, I did my hen, I loved doing my hen. Maybe I just need to go back to working in events, to be honest. She needs to go back to working for someone else, people. It makes me very, very happy. I would be going harder, to be honest, if I wasn't so budget conscious. But yeah, we are doing like a really lovely little event space, food. It's a baby brunch, which even the invite, I will blank out like the info, but we can put it on screen. I loved putting together the invite. It was very, like, I didn't make it from scratch. I did not do the illustrations, but yeah, I've loved pulling this together. If anything, I wish I had more time to do like more decor, like more stuff, but I'm just keeping it really, really simple. Just something really nice for like friends and family. So yeah, today's agenda is scenting, which is going to be really light, really minimal, and then food. What a great day. Like, two of my favorite things, scenting and food. Stunning. So yeah, we are about to head into Brighton. I need to pick my sunnies for the day. I'm really liking a different type of sunglass? Singular? Is that a word? Lots of my sunglasses are like very old Givenchy sunglasses. They had a little era that they slapped. So everyone asks me where these are from, and unfortunately you can't get them, but I'll try and like find some similar ones. I'm sure ASOS do loads like this. Mine, I just bought these like 1,000 years ago. My sunglasses collection is actually ridiculous. Yeah, so I'm really liking these. They need a clean so desperately. Like, Ryan, I think, gets angry every time he looks at me when I but yeah, I love these. If you've been following me since 2019, you'll remember these. Oh my god, I've been talking for 6 minutes. Like, this girl didn't sleep and she's managing to still waffle, honestly. I also bought these in the same era. I'm also just really wanting to wear, like, you know, the little round Ray-Bans. I also love these. They're very similar to the Givenchy. These are more recent, from Marc Jacobs from Glasses Direct, when I worked with them. I really like them, but I'm wearing black today, so I feel like these work slightly better. I also just really want to wear those like really classic little Ray-Bans, so let me grab those. These ones, which I haven't worn in what feels like 1,000 years, and they're very dusty. So basically whatever we pick, guys, needs to be cleaned before Ryan comes in, because otherwise I actually fear he won't leave the house with me today, because this is one of his, along with me being late, my dirty sunglasses is one of his like top bugbears. Like, you can just see when he's looking at me, he's like, now I've got them on, I'm not sure. Maybe these. These are also the cleanest, so we wouldn't actually have to clean them. Yeah, maybe those. They're just a little bit more everyday. These are a bit more like statement. But they are just so cool. I love them. I'm loving a gold frame on a a spec at the moment. These also work really well as a hairband, and the weather is dire, so this could be good. I would say I'm going to pack my bag. I don't even know what bag I'm going to take. I'm so used to taking my Jo Malone bag, but we're going into Jo Malone, and I feel like taking the Jo Malone tote into Jo Malone, is that a bit fangirl? I just am. Oh, that's so cute. Do you just like have those in stock?
No, she's done it. She pressed it especially for you because when you're coming in, it's a baby shower, so she's only the congratulations and giving the balloons as well.
Oh, that's so cute. This one is my favourite.
It's quite soft, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't decide if I want the whole room to just smell like that, or if we go for like 2 of those in an English pear and freesia, or do we go the 3? I'm doing you.
My job.
I've learned so much here. Yeah, I think we're going to do 2 of lavender and moonflower, and then
So nice.
1 English.
Okay.
You like these ones.
Oh my god, they're amazing. Wow, that's so cute. I love the packaging. We've come for a little lunch. We secured the goods for the baby shower. Now we are continuing our planning over burgers. Yum. My order is always a bacon plant with a side of gravy, which is not vegan. And every time we laugh. The staff laugh at me. Ryan laughs at me. I can't be without it. It's so good. We also always get the onion rings. Just a 3, Ryan eats 2, I'll eat 1. I'm a 2 beverage gal. I've got my water and then my mint lemonade, which is sensational. We are home, makeup is off, contacts are out. I have seen enough today. I'm about to fill up my emotional support water bottle, and I have an update. I may have caved. I did something that I didn't want to do. I ordered a Stanley Cup because I saw my friend and she was like, when you give birth, this little emotional support water bottle is going to be doing absolutely nothing for you. You are going to be so much more thirsty. I was like, how can I get more thirsty than I am already? I don't understand. Yeah, I've ordered like the biggest Stanley Cup you can physically order, I think. Because also, I end up going through a lot of ice because of this. There's no thermal regulation going on here, you know, so Amazon order incoming. I also have ordered, we'll get to this in a second, because we actually have a little project this evening. We've decided to do some, I was originally not going to do any games for the baby shower. I was like, I just want like a nice brunch, just, you know, blah, blah, blah. I feel like boys are so different to girls. Girls can just turn up and yap and have a nice time, whereas boys need like a purpose, like a darts board to throw something at or whatever. Brian was like, are there any games? I was like, if you think we're putting nappies on teddy bears, you can think again, sir, because I can't do it. And also that's an extortionate amount of bears. We're not doing that. But I was telling him about some of the games that my friend had at her very low-key baby shower. It was like an afternoon tea. We just did like baby predictions and guess the baby. And Ryan was like, oh my God, I want to do guess the baby. I was like, oh. So we're gonna make ourselves a little board this afternoon for the baby photos to go on. Luckily, because there's a lot of family, I actually have photos already, so we can make a start on it. Yeah, and then I did an Amazon order for like the little baby prediction random things. That's where we were at. That is the segment of things I said I'd never do, but I'm apparently doing. I also had a Zara order that arrived, and let me tell you, it's so weird when you get to a stage in your life where there are Zara orders that aren't for yourself. There's actually, I forgot there was an extra that I threw in the basket. My little July baby in the strawberry things. Adorable. Oh my God. I feel like she'll fit into that straight away. That's going to be one of the first things I'll put her in. And I like the fact that this has no feet as well, so it doesn't matter how long she is, because I fear she's a leggy gal. We've got this cute little gingham thing. In case the sun blesses us, it may not. Who knows? I'm really sad though that they didn't make the hat in the youngest age range physically possible, because this would have been so cute. I need her to be wearing this straight away. It's too cute. I need to do another baby wash. That is on my list for the weekend. It's giving arts and crafts, mum. Also, I've been going through this memory book to find like a photo of me that I didn't mind using in case it gets lost. Can we just take a moment? The next time anyone is worried about safe sleeping, this was how I slept a lot. I am joking, we should obviously take the guidelines seriously, but the 90s were wild, guys. Here I am 33 years later and I was never suffocated by a cat. Good morning, everybody. It's not good morning, it's 2:30. It wouldn't be the start to a new day if I didn't update you on my sleep last night, which was probably the most interesting so far because I was convinced, and to be fair, I'm still not unconvinced. I was convinced I was actually going into labour last night. So this vlog could take an interesting turn or it could not. We just have to see. I was bouncing on my ball at 2 in the morning.
That's concerning that I didn't hear you get up to do that.
Men sleep differently to women, I'm convinced. Like, you guys just sleep so solidly, and do you know what, as a pregnant woman it's actually slightly infuriating when you get the pregnancy insomnia, because you just look at you and you think
I've always felt like I sleep quite lightly though, but I did have a couple of beers.
yes, you had been out of the pub, so that's probably, you always do sleep quite heavily when you've,
Yeah.
but who doesn't? I sleep much better after a rosé.
Yeah.
Those are the days. So basically, I don't know, am I in labour? I don't know. I was having like period pains, but like the whole way around my lower abs, all through my back pain. Felt really sick as well. I don't know if that's I did look it up and apparently you can feel sick. So I don't know. And I said to my friend, I was like, to be fair, she has like a 3-year-old, so she's forgotten what it was like. Like, she'll talk to me sometimes and I'm like, you don't remember what it was like, do you? And she's like, no, I've got no idea. She was chill about it until I said it was from like 1 till 7. And then like in the morning I got up and it kind of stopped. Then she was like, maybe keep an eye on that. And now I'm slightly concerned, but obviously I'm just gonna wait and see if it starts again or if it just is chill. So that is last night's update. That was the most interesting night of sleep because it was just a lot of me googling like, am I in labour? Which is obviously not ideal because I'm not 36 weeks quite yet. I don't know if I'm actually meant to have called the midwife at this point to have been checked. I really don't know. This is the most type B thing I think I've ever done, potentially be in labour and I'm just chilling. But anyway, on that note, we're going out for a roast. I really didn't actually want to have to go to hospital because I didn't want to be in there all day knowing that I could have been having a roast dinner, and they'll probably send me home anyway. So I had changed my outfit 4 times before changing back into the original outfit. If we pass the mirror, I'll show you, because it's actually quite a cute pregnancy outfit for the fact that I am so pregnant now and not a lot of things look cute. This outfit actually is kind of cute, so it needs to be documented. We are going to go via Boots to the roast because we need to print off everyone's baby photos, which I'm actually so glad that Ryan decided that he would like to play this game, because I was really like not on the games. I can't remember if I said. I was like, no, never doing games, not doing anything like that at my baby shower. Me. Ryan's like, maybe we could play that game, and I'm like, yes, of course. All of my demands go out the window. If Ryan's like, I would like to do this, I'm like, yes, of course.
Gotta play some games.
It's so funny because you're such a traditionalist and I'm so like,
I mean, I've never been to a baby shower, but I feel like there's got to be a couple of games.
They're not bad games, to be fair. Like I really draw the line at the Nutella in the nappies. Like I'm gonna have to change enough nappies. I don't need to play pretend, you know. Anyway, we decided to do the guess the baby. As you saw yesterday, I'm making my board. Everyone's photos are epic. You can really tell who was like a 90s baby by who had like the photo shoot. Like their parents took them to a studio and there are like full-on photo shoot photos, and those people, I'm like, yes, I want to meet your parents. I bet they're good fun. Yeah, so we're gonna go get those printed off and then go for a roast. If we have enough time, I just want to peruse Boots because nothing makes me happier. My new Stanley, not to brag, is the perfect camera tripod height. I will show you her in a second. She's beautiful. As per usual, we are a two bevy girl this afternoon. It's afternoon. I just made my second mocha of the day. I'm on liquids only so far today. It's about all I can manage. To update you, I did not go into labour. I was not in labour. I found some friends, basically friends of friends, but we're fast making friends with the information that we're sharing, that have gone into spontaneous labour early, and I was like, what is the situ? And basically it just seems like my body is prepping for labour, but I was not in. So it's good to know. Good to know, because I don't know, and no one wants to be that person. You know, when you hear those girls that say, I didn't realise I was in labour until the baby's head was basically coming out, and I just think, I don't want to ignore something and make it like, and end up in a sticky situation because I've ignored it, because it didn't feel like, I don't know, I don't want to be that person. So it was good research. Hello. Ryan's just come in from the studio. I was telling them, I was updating them that I'm not in labour, thank God. Yeah. But last night, new developments. My body decided that it was going to do a cleanse. If you understand what I'm saying, you've given birth before. So that's been fun. So another night of not sleeping, and I am just here with my decaf mocha, just surviving. I am so sorry to the people that are like child-free by choice, or just don't, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter what personal reason, whatever reason, don't want the baby content and the baby updates. But this, let me tell you, when you are in the last few weeks of pregnancy, it takes over you. Even when you don't want it to take over your life, it takes over your life. But also in terms of the things that I show you, so like the things that I buy that maybe are really, really boring if you don't have it, because I understand, because I was there. I've been there, I've watched a lot of my favorite YouTubers get pregnant, have babies, and when they had the baby, I was like, this is actually not as interesting as I thought it was gonna be. Like, I get it. I get it. However, what we also need to remember is that whilst I am in the trenches and I am going to give you updates in quite extensive detail, because I actually think it's necessary. Like, there's so many things that I didn't know about being pregnant until I got pregnant, and no one really tells you. And also, everyone forgets in hindsight. So like the other day, my friend Kate was like, oh, how are you doing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, gave her everything. I was like, I'm at this stage. She was like, I forgot all about like most of those things. And I'm like, well, that's great, but I wish I'd been warned. I wish I'd been able to see someone in it, just to know, just to mentally prep, because I didn't know pregnancy insomnia was a thing. I didn't know a lot of these things were, I really wasn't expecting the feeling like I'm being crushed from the inside out. So many things I wasn't expecting. So at the same time, I know it might not be interesting for a lot of you, but for the girlies out there that are like maybe a few months or a year off having a baby and they are interested because they're like, what does the future have in store for me? It might not have this, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway, just in case, so you can just like mentally prep. Also, someone commented the other day being like, as someone who's child-free by choice, I hope you don't become a mummy blogger. I need to just put it out there. I have no idea. I don't even know what is classed as a mummy blogger, because does just having a child kind of, or some people, from some people's perspective, just having a child makes you a mummy blogger. And then for some people it has to be like, you basically have to be Miss Rachel. So from where on the having birthed a human to Miss Rachel is... Where on that scale do we class as a mummy blogger? I don't know. I don't really know how this is gonna go. However, I know that I'm not taking the longest mat leave, and whilst she is with me, there may be, a baby may appear. And you know, if I'm doing meal preps for her, I may make some content out of that, because it's that or it's I stop working for a year and I don't really, I will be so bored. So, you know, you can either have me back relatively quickly and there may be a bit of baby, or I could just exit for a long time, which I don't feel like would be the ideal for anyone. It's gonna be a mix, but to those of you that are like really not interested in baby content and you are like, I am so bored right now of this girl, I'm so sorry. I am so close to mat leave, so I'll be gone soon. Also, next vlog's actually not gonna be as baby heavy. Like, we have my baby shower, but apart from that, I'm actually doing something that like a non-pregnant woman would do, apparently, if I make it, if I don't go into labour. Am I going to share literally everything that I buy, because that is my entire life on this channel? Yes I am. So I'm so sorry if it's boring. Anyway, I picked up some bits for my hospital bag, which I'm taking a little bit more seriously now than I even was originally. At the beginning, I was kind of like not really taking it all that seriously. I'm now taking my hospital bag very seriously. I'm not mad about it, because look what I found the other day. This is my favorite cleanser, the Elemis Pro Collagen Black Cherry in the mini. I'm excited. I also saw, if you love my makeup bag, my Charlotte Tilbury makeup bag, you're gonna want this. It comes in the classic gorgeous red now, and they've actually made it better. They did a red version of this, which I do have, and did it as like a press send out, but it was like not rose gold here. I think it was embroidered. It just wasn't, it wasn't vibes. However, they've made it in many different sizes, and they've like made it more luxe. She is beautiful, she is beauty, she is grace. So I decided to treat myself to her. She's so pretty. Ah! Look at that. Not quite Hilary Duff, but this is what dreams are made of, quite frankly. And then I got the By Terry Tea to Tan, which at first I was like, oh, I'm not sure that's pregnancy friendly. And then I realized that it's going in my hospital bag, and I will be using it after I give birth. And it is breastfeeding friendly approved, I believe. So I can use it. And this is the Tea to Tan in the travel size mini, because I just didn't feel like the full size was entirely necessary, quite frankly. But a little bit of this on my pasty face post-birth, that will hit different. And then I also just picked up some of the Emma Hardy muslin face cleansing, what are they called? Cleansing cloths, flannels basically. They're just really soft, I really like them. And I was like, nice pack of 3. I don't have like any flannels that aren't like disgusting, and my face halos are also a bit disgusting. So I was like, this will be nice, and I can have like nice fresh ones for my hospital bag. I am not anticipating being out of that hospital in a few hours, so I'm prepping for the long haul, guys. So that's my little mini haul for my hospital bag. And then I also picked up some bits yesterday when we were in Boots getting the baby photos printed. I did a little baby things haul. So we have got some cotton wool. This is basically, I had a list for my nappy caddy that I screenshotted off of TikTok, and I've decided to just buy a few of the bits off of it. I'm still waiting on a few more bits, but they're coming from Amazon. So these are basically just like no rinse cleansing waters. I've got one for the nursery, one for each nappy caddy. Got good old Bepanthen for the nappy caddies. I also got this, I basically for no other reason than I thought Ryan would really appreciate this. It's from a brand called Nala's Baby, and this is the Vanilla Cloud body wash and shampoo, and it smells so nice. I've heard a lot of good things about that brand. The girlies seem to really like it. And then I also got a few bits from My Little Coco, and this in particular was screenshotted off of Nadia's Instagram stories. I actually screenshotted quite a few things, I think, but that was I think that's the only thing I ended up getting. I already had some bits, and then I've just got like a lot of stuff, to be honest, already for like bath time, so I didn't really want to double up, but this I'm very excited about. And then I also got the Bottom Balm and the Everything Balm. I also got a little flyaway hair fix, which might seem premature. I would actually be genuinely shocked if this baby doesn't come out with at least an above average amount of hair, but I'm sure before long she will have a very thick head of hair. But also I often need my flyaways fixing, so I was like, me and baby girl can share that. Oh, and then I have some more bits for my hospital bag. So we have mini simple cleansing wipes, Soap and Glory shower gel, because we have so many shower gels, but none, literally not one single one in mini. Tiny toothpaste, tiny deodorant. I have all of these things obviously in a full size, but I'm just trying to save on space. And they're all things I'll use it anyway when I actually like travel, so I'm not mad. Is that everything? I think that is everything I got. And then also got the baby photos printed, so a very productive trip to Boots. That's actually quite a lot of stuff. Wow. Also, this is my Stanley. If you see any marks, it's because I've already dropped her on the driveway, but I love her. My drinks are staying so cold for so long. This is 100 times better than my little Blank Street cup. About to make dinner, and the sun is giving me I need an Aperol Spritz vibe. So it's a fizzy drink in a wine glass kind of night. Side note, this smells unreal. I've never had it before, but I'm sure it's going to taste great. Spectacular. Give me 14 more of them. Good morning. Why am I always here at the moment? I'm so sorry, this must get so boring. It's because I'm always eating, quite frankly, isn't it? I'm going to London today. I've just made myself a smoothie. Please don't ask me for the recipe for this, because number one, it doesn't taste that good, and number two, it's just a combination of like, It's just a combination of whatever is in my freezer slash cupboard. So just because it's pink doesn't mean it's good, you know? Yeah, I don't know what I've put in it, but there's something that's not hitting. It's almost a bit too savoury. Also, I've made it really thick, and I do need to leave the house at some point in the near future. So I'm slightly concerned that this is going to take me about 1,000 years to drink. Anyway, going to London today. I have a meeting with my manager. It's probably my last one for a little while, so I'm going to really enjoy this. We're going to one of my favourite restaurants in London. It's like a chain, but not a big chain. I will bring you along with me. Outfit of the day. My shoes are downstairs, but I'm going to be wearing my little flip-flop, like, kitten heel things. Some of you may recognize this outfit from a previous vlog. I am still in that phase of pregnancy where you just find something that fits and you wear it on repeat until it no longer fits. That's where we're at. This jacket is from Zara. The top is from COS. The little capris, thank you for reminding me what they are called in the comments of the last video, because my baby brain could not remember. The capris are from Urban Outfitters, and they're amazing because they're like fold over yoga pants at the top. They're just, yeah, unreal. The difference between this outfit and when I wore it last is I'm just going to take my Dior saddlebag. I feel like this goes really nicely with the suede jacket. They just pair really well together. My sunglasses are really old Givenchy. I get asked about these all I never got asked about these when I first bought them, and now whenever I wear them, they're all I'm asked about. They were a 2018 special. But yeah, that is my OOTD.
We are now approaching London Victoria.
Good morning, everybody. It has been a few days since I last saw you. There has been so much to do whilst I've been getting ready to go on mat leave, and I had to just take a pause. And I think I'm going to lump 2 vlogs into one, and yeah, unfortunately we are going to have to skip one. But actually, I'm so proud of how I've done so far this year whilst pregnant. The amount of videos we've skipped is minimal, actually better than when I wasn't pregnant, so proud of me. Today I am going to get my nails done, ready for baby shower tomorrow. I'm actually not sure what nails I'm going to go for now because I'm a bit scared to get a colour, which I was going to originally do, but now I'm scared that that could be my last set of nails before I give birth, and I just don't know. So we're going to see. This is my outfit of the day. I'm actually going for dinner with Ryan after I get my nails done, so I'm making an effort. I'm not just wearing leggings and a top. I've actually worn the same leggings and top for the last like 3 days because I've just been in the house. We're making an effort today. I'm wearing my Miu Miu sunnies. This dress is from ASOS. I'm second guessing, is this dinner appropriate? I don't even know. Who honestly knows when you're this pregnant? It's 25 degrees today, so I will not be taking a jacket. Honestly, you guys, I'm sweating. Like, this is the first day of the last like 8 and a bit months where I've actually said I'm hot, and I've been in the UK. I've actually run very cold during pregnancy, which I know is not normal. I've had some weird pregnancy symptoms that most people don't get, like hay fever for one. Had hay fever since November. Haven't been able to like really breathe through my nose since November, and always cold, always cold, and actually less hormonal than I ever was not pregnant, which is also hilarious. So yeah, pregnancy's been interesting for me. But yeah, this is my OOTD. I'm just gonna wear some flip-flops, I think, and then I've got my Zara wedges that I'll change into for dinner. That's my outfit. My Dior saddlebag. This bag is just my hero bag of the summer. It just goes with everything. But yeah, that is the fit. We have yellow nails. They're so cute. This is Sorbet by TGB. I love it. Where do you put your napkin when you sit at this point? Because I don't have a lap. I don't have a lap to put a napkin on anymore. It doesn't work. It doesn't really work. So this makes the most sense to me. Wow. Oh my god, this looks gorgeous. These are vegan. And this I'm just allowed to eat because it's been fried at a bajillion degrees. Morning everybody, it is baby shower day. I feel so much better than I did yesterday. I actually didn't tell you when we were out at the restaurant. I had a panic attack on the way into Brighton, like full blown. I've had no anxiety throughout this entire pregnancy, and I had like a full blown like hyperventilating, shaking in the car. There was like a traffic situation and everyone got stuck, and it was very stressful. And yeah, I was looking disheveled by our dinner. It was a lot, so I actually didn't talk to you that much yesterday, but I'm loving my little yellow sorbet nails. So yeah, it's baby shower day today. I was gonna wear a yellow dress, hence the nails, but the weather was just not giving it. My nail technician Ella was like, does this nail color make you wanna eat lemon sorbet, and I was like, no, it makes me want to like annihilate a tub of butter with salt. And I thought nothing gives third trimester pregnancy more than that. But yeah, so I was gonna wear a yellow dress, but the weather's kind of like, it could be gorgeous, but it could also be peeing it down. I've gone with a good old faithful ASOS dress that can kind of like do both. I can sling a cardi over my shoulders if I need to. We are on our way to pick up one of my friends and take her with us to baby shower. I can't actually wait to get there and get it all set up. I think it's going to be really cute. I've also had a full coffee today, by the way, guys. So right now I am bouncing off the walls, but I may crash at some point very soon. So if I do, apologies, you have been warned. When I said pastries, I was not expecting that. It's stunning. Got my flowers. These came out so well. Got Jo Malone candles that we picked. Yogurt looks so good. Oh, delicious. I'm peeing. Lucy has not moved from the Guess the Baby board. She is taking this so seriously. She's taking it so good. I'm so happy. This board took me so long. Also, if Mum doesn't win this, I'm going to be really disappointed. She knows everyone on it. Oh, you sunbathing. Oh, cute girl. Good morning. Do you know what? I forgot to put my skincare on yesterday. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. I felt like SpongeBob when he goes into like Sandy's little bubble. If you know, you know. I'm so close to the end of this Tatcha dewy skin cream, and I feel kind of sad about this because I started using this because it's one of the products that I have seen lots of people recommend if you're like pregnant, because it's very gentle. I don't want to say pregnancy safe because I like actually don't fully know. Some websites recommend it as that, but I don't know, not an expert. But I have been using it throughout my pregnancy, and the fact that I'm coming to the end of this tub basically at the same time as the end of the pregnancy is kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of nice, but at the same time I'm like, oh my god, we are like, we're fully there now. I am 37 weeks tomorrow, which I can't remember if it's 37 or 38. It's classed as full term. I see different information all the time. I'm gonna sit down with you and do my makeup and catch you up because it's actually been an eventful few days. The past 2 days I have actually slept. I have been waking up really early, but I'm honestly, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with waking up early. Absolutely no complaints there. It's very early in the morning right now when I'm filming. I've been very productive. I've already started work. Am I technically meant to be on mat leave? Yes, but I do have a couple more bits to wrap up, but they're tiny bits. But yeah, I am technically now on maternity leave. This is how you know I actually love this YouTube channel and making content, because still doing it. I'm still here. But yeah, anyway, it has been a few days since I last saw you. I can't lie, I was very tired after the baby shower. My social battery was kind of on red, amber to red. Came home, had a lie down, and then went out for Father's Day dinner because my sibling and his fiance were down for my baby shower. So we decided to do Father's Day and baby shower all in one day. My dad actually texted me the next morning. He was like, I don't know how you did yesterday, like that. I'm like impressed. That was a lot. Honestly, I was very tired the next day. Very hormonal as well. Like I have not been like outrageously hormonal throughout this pregnancy. I've been really good. Even Ryan is like, you've been amazing. My hormones now are actually quite wild, and I will just like cry at absolutely anything, but it's to the point where it's quite funny. Like it's just, we just laugh when I start crying because it's like, it's just so not me. And then Monday morning, I'm fully blaming all of the lovely happy chemicals from my baby shower. But Monday morning, if you are not pregnant, you will not know what this means. But Monday morning I lost my, how do I say this without it sounding gross? The show. I feel like non-pregnant people don't need to, do not Google what it looks like. But yeah, that happened Monday morning. So that was yesterday morning, and annoyingly it was also Beyonce Day. I can't lie, you guys, I was a little bit scared to go just because I don't live in London. I know a lot of you think I do. Why are we not in focus? Excuse me. I know a lot of you think I do live in London. I don't live in London, and Tottenham Stadium are very far away from my house. Very far away. But yeah, I was meant to have a cute little day in London yesterday, see lots of my friends. I'm not ready to say goodbye to them all before I give birth. Like at my baby shower, I was staying by, and they were like, this will be the last time we see you. And I was like, no, I'll come up to London. I'll come up early tomorrow and I'll see you. Like, fully not ready to say bye for that length of time. But yeah, I did not go to Beyonce in the end, which I'm really sad about. But if anything had happened, like, I did have a bit of like, something leaked a little bit yesterday, and it wasn't my waters breaking, but I was like, if I hadn't been at home and I'd had the show situation in the morning, I would have fully freaked and just had to come home, because I would have just been so anxious, and like, yeah, I could not do that. So I am glad I made the right call, because if that had happened and I'd even thought for a split second my waters might be breaking, which I know is not the right way around, but you just never know, because you always hear stories of that one person that everything happens in the wrong order and they don't feel like they're in labour, and then before you know it, they're at a Beyonce concert and they have a baby's head coming out of their vagina. And even I would think, like, why would you go so close to your due date? And I was like, I would judge me for going in that situation, so I'm not going to go. Funnily enough, being near 37 weeks pregnant does start to take over your life. Shocking. Who would have thought? So basically this week will probably just turn into a diary of my dinners out, because that is about all I have going on for you that does not involve anything baby girl related. Though I can't lie, you guys, I'm very excited. I'm excited to give birth, excited to experience that. Like, it's one of the things I had on my life's bucket list. One of the things I have always been like, I need to do that in my life. Excited for her to be here, and also just excited for some non-pregnancy content to resume at some point, because that would also be nice. I'm excited to wear clothes again. I'm so excited to not have a bump, even if it's like a different body shape I'm working with. I don't care. I've been different body shapes. I can do it. I'm excited to play around with clothes again. It's gonna be so nice. Here is a bump update that nobody asked for, but I am gonna give you anyway. I think we may be starting to drop. I still look very out, I'm aware, but compared to how I was, I feel like we're sloping down a little bit, and I've got more space up here, which is stunning. Like, before, this was not squishy at all. I couldn't like press my hand into it. My midwife was like, oh my god, you are so full. I was like, I know, if you want to take her out now, please do. But yeah, we're really starting to like slope here, whereas before I had like a literal shelf. I know I don't look as droppy as other people, but also first baby and short torso girly, but I feel like, yeah, we're starting to go. I also don't know if anyone else has ever had this, but I can literally feel or like notice my hormones changing every single day. Not even in like terms of mood, I literally mean in terms of like, my skin is starting to behave like it used to. Like the kind of glow that there was, like there has been, I got free Botox for about 3 weeks. Like, it was stunning. My skin is starting to kind of go back to like its normal texture and its normal behavior. Just the way my body operates and functions is starting to go back to normal. It's so interesting being able to feel that. Like, is it the dip in progesterone? Because I don't like progesterone. We do not get on, and that's one of the like key hormones when you're pregnant, but I can literally feel it dropping, and can't lie, loving life. I'm so sad my baby shower flowers are on the turn. They were literally so pretty. I can't believe I'm saying this, but good evening everybody. I fell asleep on the sofa this afternoon. I was not feeling great. The heat, I'm actually not okay. And I love to be warm. I thrive on holiday. I'm a summer girl, but I am not okay. And it got to the point where I was like, I actually just don't feel well, and I feel like I need to just go and lie down. So I had the longest nap of my pregnancy, a whole 1 hour, which to some people might not be a long nap. To me, that is a marathon nap. But we actually have dinner with our friends tonight, so I had to come and get ready. Actually very thankful we had dinner with our friends, because it forced me to get up off the sofa. And now baby's clothes are in the tumble dryer. Thank god I remembered. So this is my outfit. This is actually what I was going to wear last night to the Cowboy Carter tour. I have a matching hat. It is so cute. I've done a full outfit video for TikTok. I'm kind of, as promised, getting back into the swing of things over there, so I can still upload shorts whilst I am on mat leave, so you will still see me. But this set is from 6 Stories. I feel like I may have shown it on here before. It fit a lot looser when I last wore it, but now I'm so glad that I did get it and keep it and get it in this size, because it fits so well. Like, it fits fully across my bump, still a bit of room in there just a little bit and fits really well across the chest as well. I've then got my Zara wedges on, and I'm just going to take my Dior bag. Ah, the sounds of the summer. I'm going to take my Dior bag and my Celine sunnies. Everyone's gone back to wearing round sunnies and I'm so here for it because I love them. But the Le Specs ones, I have them. I'm wondering if my face has a bit too much pregnancy, swelling, puffiness going on. They do not. They are too small for my face, and I see other people wearing them and they look huge on their face and I'm like, wow. I'm feeling slightly disheveled and a bit sticky, but I'm doing well. This is my outfit for dinner, 37 weeks pregnant. Anyway, we are going to a pub tonight in Brighton that does basically only, it does a roast on the weekend, but it does only sausage and mash, which I love. Does vegan sausage and mash, which Ryan is like so happy about, and we're going with his friends as well, so it should be a really nice evening. I just had to touch up my makeup because half of my face is now smushed into the side of my lovely white sofa. I did not intend on falling asleep there. I went for cheesy mash. Yeah. This is delicious. This is my little evening cocktail. We've got raspberry leaf tea, which isn't the tastiest tea. Like, you know, it's fine. I could probably manage it on its own, but I really love adding just a splash of this juice. Ryan bought this and at first I was like, I saw peach and I was like, ew, I'm not sold. It is absolutely delicious. My forever addiction now. I love this with a little bit of soda water. But yeah, the combo in a tea is actually so good.